this is Drew from Patchwerks, and we have the sub pocket operator and the circuit rhythm right here, and we're going to show you how quick, easy, and intuitive it is to sample and resample using the circuit rhythm. So all I'm going to be doing today is we're going to get some of these sounds off of the sub and get them in the circuit, and kind of show you how easy it is to just audition sounds, get them in the circuit, flip it, make a beat, and then also resample it, and then showcase some of the slice modes, which I think are super awesome. Let's get down to it. So you see here we have little Dinkelbergs there. Nice little sounds. This is one of my favorite features actually on the circuit rhythm. Is it's just so quick to get individual sounds just in the pads ready to go. I do a lot of like drum, really like tiny drum micromanaging, I guess is what you would call it. And the circuit rhythm is super intuitive and easy for that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit record on the first pad here on my empty bank in a new project, and I'm going to go down the line on the sub and just get all these sounds, just one tap and then directly into here. We do have the threshold mode on here, so it won't start recording until it senses audio, making our lives very easy. Let's give it a shot. So you hit that, hit record, and then just like this. Now we have the little progress bar going here. Should be just a sec. Yeah, here it is. You'll notice there's a bit of a volume increase there. It does normalize the samples coming in, which is helpful if you're dealing with something that doesn't have as strong of a signal. We did have to turn off the master compressor when we were doing this video too, for the next part, the resampling, just because we noticed the volume is a little lower, and it seems to not be as low now. I don't know if that's like the cause and effect kind of thing. Haven't done a lot of research on it, but for this video, there is no master compressor on right now. Okay, so now I'm just gonna make a little dinky Scooby-Doo beat. As silly as possible as would be allowed for this video. All right, yeah, that all sounds good. All right, just gonna put some kicks down. Do a little 4 on the floor. That sounds good. Next track, just gonna tap some, just do some random dice rolling here. Yeah, it's all right. Cool, just little micro techno there. Cool. So we have our beat, we have the sounds, we have everything wanted, we have everything that we want. So we're going to go back into the sample record page. We go to my other bank of clear pads and do the same thing. I do have resampling on here, so it's this blue button right here. I'm going to hit record and just hit play. Cool. Now it's going to do its little blinky blink and save. Awesome. Okay. Cool, so now that it's done saving, you'll see saved right here, just in one-shot mode. So we're gonna go into the sample mode menu by hitting this button twice, and we'll make sure the sample is selected first. Cool. So here in the sample mode menu, you'll notice it has the different playback options. If you're familiar with samplers in any way, you'll probably know these: one-shot, gate, loop, reverse, and then choke options. What I wanna do is talk about the playback modes over here, the keyboard and the slice mode. So keyboard mode is exactly what you would expect from most samplers, where it's just a chromatic. It just transposes whatever sample you have chromatically. So if we have this selected, go into note mode. Pretty easy. What I want to draw attention to is the slice mode. So this is really cool because when you go into slice mode, there's these kind of 3 nebulous buttons that are kind of just there and doesn't really give you any explanation. But what they are is it's telling you how much the sample is going to be split into equal parts. So this first pad is going to be 4 equal parts. This is going to be 8 equal parts, and the last pad will be 16, which in itself is very useful, especially if you have a pretty perfect loop, or if you've already truncated the sample a bit using the start and length parameters. But this is where things get really interesting. There's actually like a free slicing mode where if you pick slice and pick one of these divisions here. I'm just going to pick 16. Go into note mode, and then press expand. What this screen with these, you'll see they're kind of like a yellowish, kind of goldish hue. It's basically going to, as soon as I hit the first pad, it's going to play it like a one shot, and then every subsequent pad is basically, whenever I tap it, it's going to initiate the start of the next sample, kind of like we did with the recording actually. But this is kind of a non-destructive way to do that. So you still have your whole sample. It's not chopped up. Yeah, you can still use it for anything else, but now you have options when you're doing playback. So let's give it a shot here. Cool. So now it should be. Super cool, very easy, especially, like I said, if you work with drum breaks or if you work with anything where you want to be in control of the sample start times, because I just really hate going in and manually selecting start points. I know it's kind of like what you do on samplers. I love, especially using your own internal clock to kind of get the start points, and sometimes you can just get happy accidents out of it. It's my favorite way to truncate and cut samples. So. Like, that just sounds cool to me. And then now you have a bunch of samples. You can also choose the start points, which is cool because it's also non-destructive, because now when you go out of this mode, you still have your original sample there. Yeah, and that's basically it. Circuit Rhythm, super easy, super quick, super intuitive, and a great way to sample.